So at this point, we've got all the backfalls out of this frame and they're already there to be cleaned and a new centre wire put in. It's actually 10 gauge on this one. Okay, so the main action frame, as you can see, is now actually installed. So all those couplers are there and ready to couple up, but before we couple it up we need to put the keyboards in, and to get the keyboards in we've got to put the draw stop and console fittings in, and this has been painted with a horrible wood grain probably in the 1930s, so we've got to strip all that off and re-French polish it. The knobs will be going to be have the heads replaced. We're going to have to steam all those off, and Mr. C is just managing to... Yeah. Whoa. Anyway, that's what we're doing. We're playing with these draw stops. So we've been managing to remove the knobs. Only one has broken, which was on the right hand side, which is where everything has been against the wall of the chapel for the organ came out of for 100 years, and we've been really struggling with screws on that side right from the word go. So I'm not surprised that it broke. I would think it was a bit of rot, but we can sort that. You insert doweling. So on this, this is the right hand one, the grate side. So we are left with 3 draw stop. So we're using a wallpaper type steam generator. When I did my training it was hot rags and boiling water out of a kettle, but I think this is a bit neater and quicker. It takes about 5 minutes per stop to get them out. So next one we're going to do is the bell gambo, which is this one. So it's a matter of we'll start by doing it at the join between the rod and the draw stop head. If the camera can see anything, I've got a dehumidifier on. And then, when I've done that for about 3 minutes, I'm going to move up the rod and we'll go around again. And when I've been doing this for about 5 minutes, it's a matter of grasping the rod on the right and twisting the draw stop on the left, and hopefully it will all remove. We'll come back to camera when I get to that stage. So we've got to that stage, and you can see that the glue started to melt. This is why you use this animal glue, you know, it can be reversed. There we go. I'll pop that back in there loosely, and we can move on to the next one. And that's it till we're done. Right, so they are all out now. The next thing to do is remove the bushings. Now this should be easy because the steam's already been at these. Tell you what, we'll put some more steam on these. Now, of course, to redo the bushings, you've got to take the knobs off. This will be the first time these have been done in the 160 years or whatever it is. This one's more stubborn. Oh, there's one at the bottom which I missed. There we go, that's that one. And then onto the other jam, where they've added the tremulant. That is so badly done. These are doubled over. That's just a single piece. Really poor show. So I'll get on with those and you can see exactly what we're doing. So those are the two stop jams with the first coat of French polish on them. I sanded those down, not so there was nothing, but sanded down so that 90% of the blemishes were gone. And we should just need a couple of coats of French polish, and then of course it'll be a wax polish. So I think we're on part 16, so this brings it to a conclusion just early Saturday morning. So I'll get the video out. This is the week's report. So that's got French polished, the other one has as well, and I've done the bushings. This is the initial part of the bushings. They need to be glued in. It's cloth folded in half, so it's double at the front but not double at the back. And it's cut and shaped at the back, and then it's glued with the animal glue. But the fold is glued with, I'm using the Bostik adhesive because it actually works better in this instance than does the animal glue. But the way they're actually glued in is with the animal glue. So those are formers, apart from the top one on the left you can see. They're actually formers we've made with doweling and insulating tape wrapped around them until they're the correct circumference. So there you are, that's where that is at the moment. And if we move the camera over, you can now see the action to that point. You can imagine you've got the stops either side of that, and you can imagine you've got the keyboards now heading in that direction. And I'll just show you inside. So we can see you've got that swell roller board as connected to the soundboard, and then you've got the trackers which are running from back to front. And we can just see, if I can try and zoom in, this battery's about to go flat. So if I suddenly go and disappear, you should just be able to see in the shadows. I wish I'd got the torch with me. The back of the squares. So they will connect with trackers between those rollers and down there. So we won't do that till we've put the keys in, and then we can set the height at the same time. There's nothing worse than thinking you've got it in the right position and then you've actually got 2 inches of movement on the keys instead of 7/16. I had to think about that, didn't I? So there we go, we'll leave it at that and say thank you for watching part 16 of the 1865 Forster and Andrews organ installation here in the private chapel at Tango Towers.